Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ANIPOD Presents the In-Quy'zz-ition. I am your host, Dippy the DM, and these are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Where? I don't see any lovely players.
Hi.
I just
I'm
see
here.
like
You've got the gremlins.
What's up,
today.
guys? What's up?
Gremlin mode activate.
I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
Now that's a surprise. Welcome back to the In-Quy'zz-ition. Today we are going to pick up from exactly where we left off 2 weeks ago, because why wouldn't we? Before we get started today, a little bit of housekeeping and sponsors and shout outs and all that other kind of stuff. As you can see, one of our players today is missing. Dadley lost his voice, just completely lost it. He can't talk. So he will not be here today to voice the lovely Zog Ferryman. And so the end of the last session will be recontextualized into a minor inconvenience rather than a character coming back. In the meantime, thank you to... Oh, crap, I need to start something on tabletop.
This is a
audio,
weird
shouldn't I?
side thing, and already ruining what I said.
Yeah.
Today I made a video on TikTok, and someone was just like, "You sound like Bam Margera." I'm just like, I feel like that's a compliment.
You sound like Bam Margera?
Yeah, the way that I was talking about it, I was talking about how in like the future 40K movies, they need to have like Tim Allen come in and play one of the Space Marines so we can get Buzz Lightyear Space Marine.
Damn, dude. That's actually not a bad idea.
And then have Tom Hanks just play like one of the grunt soldiers that like is next to him, like, or a general or whatever. Because Tom Hanks is Woody from Toy Story.
That background music scared me for a second, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I had to mute myself in Zoom because I'm sharing my audio with the thing, but that shouldn't affect the stream. Okay, so thank you to tabletopaudio.com for providing such lovely sound effects and ambience for us to use for our games. They are, in my humble opinion, the #1 background music and audio source for your online and offline tabletop role-playing games, because they have so many things for you to choose from that are completely free to use. You have like these sound pads that you can customize so that you can have any sound effect that you may want or choose to your heart's desire. You have 10-minute backing tracks with ambience and music that can be changed into slightly longer versions if you subscribe to the Patreon. You have like that. Wow, this is not. Here we go. Mega City Slums, because that's where you guys are right now. There we are.
We're actually in a house.
I mean, you are. But also...
Are you trying to tell me that Mirthy's character's parents?
The borough that you are in Newark City right now is literally called Slummy. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, you've got this entire family living in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Now Sundial is just like, these guys are so kind to have all these people and to feed them. It's like, I need to provide them with something. For some reason, Sundial is like feeling like, okay.
Why do you think Allie sends letters with money back all the time? But also, if you use them for an online game, all they ask is you give them a shout, and that's what we're doing here. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being the music to our ears. Also, I don't know how often we give the plug to D&D Beyond for providing character sheets and aspects for all your online games. We use D&D Beyond on the regular for all of the characters that are used in this campaign. We're not sponsored by them, but we want to give them a shout in case they do want to sponsor us. Also, housekeeping. Tune in this coming Monday. Housekeeping? We show you a no show? Tune in this coming Monday for White Elephant tier lists. I need to text the boys, Dad, for an order for us to do the White Elephant in. But we are each going to give each other a tier list to do, and then there will be one large tier list at the end for us to do together on the Dapper D's, the Monday show. And next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday rather, an episode of Crossroads. Yes, I believe.
Is it? Yes, it's this Tuesday.
Yeah. So tune in this coming Tuesday for an episode of Crossroads. And then the next time you will see us for the In-Quy'zz-ition will probably be either the 27th or the 3rd. But the 27th is right after Christmas, so I'm not sure. I know I'll be available, and I don't know how long the holiday festivities will go on for everyone else. So we're either going to be available the 27th or the 3rd. That's up to everybody here. So that'll be fun, that'll be cool, that'll be good. And I think without any further ado, without any further dip or Darren do, we must do the do. So, gotcha. Okay, so I just have to ask which one. I just have to ask. Yeah, no, that's good. Interesting. All right. Well, on that note, whoever can give a concise recap of what happened last episode will get a cookie.
We met Allie's mom and all of the men that has been successful, okay?
The fathers.
In procreating with her.
Oh,
Almost all of
God.
them. Not all of them, but almost all of them.
A few of them. Just
A few
some.
of them. And Allie met their dad, not knowing it's their dad because they've never met their dad. And their mom forgot that it was their dad. It's just a freaking problem. It's weird because she didn't know until she was like, oh, wait. So.
Sundial, on the table in front of you, when you finish eating, you find a cookie.
What is this?
Do you eat it?
Yes.
You gain.
I put it in my mouth and I identify.
And you
it.
just like,
like
it like
goes in my
dissolves.
body.
It dissolves in your mouth as you do that. Sundial, pick a skill. You are now proficient with that skill for the next 2 hours.
Oh,
Damn, we gotta take some of Mom's cooking to go.
For real.
No wonder
This
Allie
shit
turned out
good.
so good.
You look around and there are no other cookies like that on
Medicine.
the table. Medicine. All right. So, this is actually a good point of order. We ended the last session with some of the party members in the house and some of them still at the table. If you remember where you were, then I need you to be there. I know that Allie and Quinlan
And my
were the
sister.
2 party members, and your sister were in the house.
yes.
Did anyone else go in the house? Or did anyone want to go in the house to check on Allie before what is about to happen happens?
I know that I was in there.
You knew that you were in there.
I thought I was still at like
The
the
moment.
table.
Right. Burk,
I thought most of us were still at the table.
Yeah.
table, house.
Yeah, table.
Okay. Willow?
Talk will be later.
The only one that I know that got up
Table.
was Quinlan. You got up to be able to go and talk to Allie. So
Yep.
Okay. Of the people that are at the table, that would be Burk, Sundial, and Willow. Amongst yourselves, agree to have one of you make an insight, one of you make an arcana, and one of you make an investigation check.
There's layers.
I'll make the investigation.
Okay?
Oh god, I
That
only have a
leaves-
+1 in insight.
What do you have in arcana?
Ooh.
Nothing.
I'll do insight. I'll do insight.
Okay, then what do you have in
So, what is
investigation?
your-
+9? I have a +9 to insight.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else can do investigation. So insight is my best one. So I'll do an
I have a
insight.
+2 for
Actually,
investigation.
I do want you to be the one to make the arcana, Burk, because I will actually give you advantage on the arcana if you do it.
What? Oh god. first
I still have
roll.
all my.
Okay.
16 for the
16.
Arcana.
16, okay. 16 Arcana.
Nice.
21
21,
insight.
okay.
And I'm doing investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
okay.
a dirty 20.
I was about to
that-
do like the stars thing to change, like to make the roll better or
Mm.
whatever, but then
Is this
I
an
saw,
ability check?
is
Because they
that
all get a plus. They all get a
The
additional.
Cloak of Intertwined Fates, yeah.
Everybody gets
True.
Oh yeah, you can add 1
So
to
17.
A 1 to any
those. So
check.
17 and 21, and your
Oh,
insight is
yeah.
at what?
Oh, we have a +1. So then that's a 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
The result of all of you being successful in passing those checks is that you all feel the same bit of information happen at the same time. There is an electrical buzzing in the air, like for just a moment. For the Arcana side of it, it feels very familiar to you and your past experiences. On the investigation side of it, you notice that it is emanating from Oron. And from the insight side of it, you see a look on Oron's face that says that this is either something he... The insight of it is that that something is about to happen, and he doesn't like that it's about to happen.
Just to recap, Oron is
Oron,
Alley's
there is a electrical energy buzzing in the air that feels familiar to Burk. Looks like it's not going to be enjoyable to Oron by the look on his face, and it is emanating from Oron with Willow's investigation.
okay.
And not 5 seconds after you feel that electrical buzzing, in naught but an instant, Oron disappears from the table. I have a very important question to ask of each of you. Actually, of the spellcaster at the table. Do you have counterspell prepared?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are you asking if I would like to counterspell that?
I would, given all of you succeeded your checks, I would say that, like, a glance is shared between the three of you. And if you wanted to try, then you can try to cast it.
Fuck it, I'll try.
I will use, for the record, because we created this campaign before the 2024 rule set, I will use the old counterspell rules. But with the level of this spell, I still need you to roll a d20. And the DC is 10 plus the level of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you get?
I add my spell attack modifier or my modifier?
I don't know that you add anything. Hold on, let me double check.
Because it's supposed to be
Counterspell.
your spell casting.
You attempt to in a row. Spell fail. 4th level or higher. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. You make an
Okay.
ability check using your spell casting ability. So you add your charisma because you're a sorcerer.
Okay, cool. So it's +4. That's 24. You look like you were having a hard time with that.
Wait, you had a natural 20?
Mhm.
You look like you were having a hard time with that. It's wild.
That
I
is,
looked at it and like Dippy was just explaining. I'm like, okay, so it would be on my best behavior.
You got a natural 20.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that looked like that sounded like you were having a hard time.
The moment that you feel as if he would disappear, you see a hand reaching from behind him, like an invisible, like an arcane hand, reaching from behind him, almost as if to like touch and like whisk him away. And when you counterspell it, the hand just disappears. And Oron is just there.
Can I just real quick pause? I
Yes.
just want to appreciate the fact that when Dippy snapped his finger, it had like a bit of a bassy noise to it because of his desk. And I was like, that is the exact sound of like the vibe of like counterspell. It's just boom. Like it's a snap with a little bit of bass.
Yeah. And it disappears. Oron, expecting to be poofed away by something and remaining in his seat, looks at like around the table. Oh no. Looks
Right on.
around the table, wondering what the hell just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say what you said in game?
Yeah, I was like, it looked like you were kind of having like a
Hard time
shitty
with
time, or like something was feeling kind of shitty. So I was just like, all right, seemed magical. You okay?
And he centers himself on the table.
Mm-hmm.
He looks as if he was... Don't know how to describe this. This is something that has happened to him before, and he was anticipating something to happen, and it hasn't happened, and now that it hasn't happened, he doesn't know how to deal with it. But he's happy that it didn't happen. That'll carry over from your insight.
Okay.
Cut to inside the house. You hear...
Allie kind of like huffs. I think the last thing I had said was something like, I should have seen this coming. And then I'm like, more mysteries. Yeah, okay, let's just, and I'm just gonna go open the door.
Standing at the door is a portly individual. From your time that you spent in this family house, you recognize this as a bill collector.
Immediately my whole posture changes. And I start like leaning over them so they have to
You would even
crane
know-
their neck back.
What is your passive investigation?
Passive investigation
Passive investigation, yes.
is an 18. I need to get that one up. It's my low one.
Let's see.
that's low. Sure.
18
would-
it's not a 20, it's not worth it.
Would you like a
know?
10 in that?
I would like it to be a 21. And I'm like, oh.
Your passive investigation is what now, sorry?
Is an 18.
18? You would
you
even
like a
know his
12?
name. You would even recognize this one specifically. This is Galrim. And he stands there like,
I impose over him. Like I'm like leaning through the doorway, like leaned into the doorway.
well, bless me. If it isn't Shadow. No, wait, there are three
Gone.
of you. There are three shadows. Which one? Which? Don't tell me. Ali. Yes. Well, it's a pleasure to see you again. Now, I do hate to impose,
wish I could say the
especially
same.
on... I do hate to impose, especially on Harvest. Songs has an outstanding date on her property taxes. It's a simple fix. It must have gotten lost in the mail or something like that. Just need to make sure that it's all settled.
Do you have the records of it
And
being
he-
late?
And he like reaches in.
If you roll a
pulls-
luck check.
I was about to say,
Roll see if it has it.
reaches into his pocket, pulls out a series of like white, off-white, yellow, red envelope that are like that have been sent back to him empty. Like the contents were taken out and like your mother sent them back to the place empty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
I hold out my paw.
hands
May
them
I?
to you, and you can see like
How
from
much is it?
like it's a charge that like it's not rent, but it's also not a mortgage. It's like she's where she's living, she has to have like a monthly payment, but
It's
she
like a
owns
homeowners
the house.
association, but she doesn't. Yeah,
She owns the house, but she still needs to make a payment to like for the land.
property
In
tax.
Newark City. Yeah, property tax. And you can see that the charge is about like 100 gold. Which is fair for a house this size, but not quite fair for where this house is located. So you think this is either a rollover of like 2 months, or she has been like not keeping track of all her kids and like property values being hiked up, or for one reason or another. It's it's either a bullshit fee or it's a rollover fee of 100 gold. And you would think that she would have that, but she sent these envelopes back empty. I'm
So
sure
you
it's all
really-
just to be settled.
Yeah. Listen, we got family over. Today's like not a good day. Like you knew today was not a good day. Like what kind of karma are you really trying to rack up here by like showing up? Like you could have picked any other day, like yesterday, tomorrow.
You know,
the day this was due, the day after this was due. But you gave
You
me
have
Quinlan is
an-
just
you
in the
have an
background
entirely
tossing
fair-
his knife. Just flipping his knife in the background.
Allie's not
waiting for
intimidating yet.
Allie.
I was just like, why are you here today? We're
And he's
used
like-
to debt collectors. Why today?
to
like-
tell. Oh, I gotta set a loop. Gotta set a loop. I didn't set a
No,
loop.
this is the right tone.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Shit, I closed it. I didn't want to close it.
This poor man.
What is this?
Actually, no.
Oh, this is pretty good.
Not poor man.
Oh, this is pretty good. There we go. Anyway, listen, I know entirely what you mean. Songs.
Songs.
Tends to have a memory that can wander, and I figured that on a day that she had people over, it would be a little better.
Did you just insult my mother to my face?
Listen,
Galrim, I thought we had a better relationship than this. Like you've been dealing with my family for a while now, and you know that
I
we
have.
always get it to you eventually.
eventually turns into later and later and later and later turns into past due. We were generous enough to let this first month pass by.
Do you want it now? I thought this had to be sent into the proper offices. I can't just hand
This
you the
warning,
money. So
this warning was going to be for a week, but the sooner we have it, the better. And we can even offer some forgiveness if it's given over now.
I gotta roll something. Hold on. Fair enough. A week. Okay.
In
Listen,
the
listen,
holiday season, if you have the money now, then we can forgive the next month. But a week from now is when it is absolutely past due.
How much is it?
Can I roll
100 gold.
Can I roll an insight check?
100 gold?
100 gold. Yep.
As a monthly payment?
Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check or an investigation check on these envelopes to see if there's any evidence that there was money in this at one point? Like
Make
if
an
there's like
investigation
indentation? Okay. Because I'm like, I've been sending home a lot of money. There's no way that it's just gone. So it'd be a 14. It's not that high.
14. The envelopes are empty now, but you can see a very clear imprint on the envelopes where it had coins in it.
I see, Garam, here's the thing. I know my mom can be forgetful. I know this. I was raised by her, but I also know that we wouldn't have kept this house this long if she didn't pay what was due before you came knocking. So I'm just curious why it looks like to me you're trying to get extra money. Are you struggling right now? Garam,
What?
do you have like personal issues going on?
Allie, this is surprising. You know that I don't have any struggles at all. No, not at all.
Insight check that bitch.
Are you there? Are you
Not. I'm just yelling from the peanut gallery.
yelling from the room?
This Garam, it
He may
looks
not be,
like
but I am. And I will.
there's I see some crinklage on these envelopes that look like there was money in them at one point. Because, 100 gold doesn't just go missing. So it's surprising to me that it would go missing in your hands because you're a trustworthy guy. So, like, is somebody else swindling you? Because something isn't adding up here.
Do we have to go beat up?
Because you're a trustworthy guy. He
we have to go
blushes like
beat up
he
your
blushes like
landlord?
beet red. He blushes like beet red at the mention of you're a trustworthy guy. He feels very vulnerable right now. And he just like, now, you know,
I can help you
Galrin.
out, Galar. But I just feel like you coming in here and lying about what's happening is pretty rough. Unless you didn't know. And that's embarrassing.
Okay, wait a minute. I've got to. Let me do a little bit of double checking with my records. Hold on and he like takes like the envelope back from you. And like
I'm
looks
watching him like a hawk.
Yeah,
Right.
He's basically like, this is an act at this point, and he just like, right.
Yeah.
Okay, we can see that partial payment has been offered. How about fulfilling the missing payment for the rest of the month that and we'll just be on our way and we will still forgive the next month. How
I'm gonna step out of the door frame, like ushering him away from the door,
it's
still towering over him, and I'm just gonna go.
how's due
Garum,
payment? How's due
You
payment is
do
only
know that lying about a payment on property tax is a legal offense, and I happen to know a really good lawyer through one of my new contacts, and I think that you don't want me reporting this to the people that are in power,
past
do
due-
you? And
the
I want
past
to roll
due-
intimidation.
I mean, I don't. Can I give the help action by walking out and going, yeah, I
It's a
don't
16
like
on
her,
intimidation without help.
but
I'll take help.
16?
she will ruin your life.
A 16, you look down at Galrim, and Galrim's like, past due payment is 20 gold. It's all that's required for the state to forgive the next month. I just... The new fund opened up for us to... The new fund opened up for us to upgrade offices, and we were still a little short of that goal. We've been going around.
So
the people in
Galrim-
the people in a generous giving mood are normally the people that give.
I'm just gonna slap him.
did you just
You're
admit?
gonna slap Galrim?
No, I'm gonna stop
I-
that because
I
we don't
will.
need to be attacking an official.
I will. I'll go to jail.
Can I roll to grapple to stop him, brother?
Oh my god! Roll an attack.
Can I roll to stop him?
Yeah.
Sure.
What would that be?
So I will say, if you roll and match or beat his attack roll, then you will defend Galrim.
I'm rolling an attack roll.
Basically. It's a contested attack roll. Like you're like putting your
he's
arm in
unarmed.
front of him about to slap him. Like you're like either catching his hand or putting your arm in front of him to stop him.
I'm trying to catch his hand. I got a 22.
I'm just trying to get this man to shut up. Okay, so that is gonna be unarmed strength. That's +8. That's gonna be a 15.
Oh, I got a
50.
22.
22. Okay, so
I didn't roll well.
so Quinlan, you like step, and you like
He's like,
feel your hand caught, and like Galrim just like
we're
stands
not in a
there,
very giving mood.
stands there going from like intimidated to indignant. Like, are you just about to lay your hands on a government official? How
as you can see,
dare you ingrate! Not very appreciative of the move,
I
regardless.
think we can both agree that no one in this household is in a very giving mood. And I think we can both agree that you admitting to trying to commit property tax fraud in order to get your office renovated is probably
It wasn't the forgiveness.
crime.
The forgiveness was going to be that the payment was going to go through to the next month, and that the leftover funds were going to be given over to the fund. But like, that's not fraudulent. It's in the clause of the contract that your mother signed.
But we paid it, and you admitted that we paid it.
The payment. There is still 20 gold overdue pay, but the 100. You know what?
Wave it, or I will be waving. Just bites his tongue,
Careful with.
walks away, like 3 steps back.
Galrum, I'm more than happy to come down to your office
on you saying
if you
wave
would
it.
like.
You can make a persuasion check at disadvantage. On you saying wave it.
Okay. That's 1.
I will. How far away am I from him?
You can't hear this.
You can't hear the conversation.
But if I can see him,
We
and
were
I see
out
something-
The door is closed.
Shit!
Yeah, the door was
You
closed.
can't let
yeah.
me use my one ability.
Persuasion.
It's a cool
Her mother
ability.
had
You
just given
can't.
it
Doesn't
this-
fit in with
Well,
the situation.
somehow, I managed to roll 216. So
216?
that's gonna be a total of 17.
17? He's like. Galrim just sits there and he's just.
Or we can tell our lawyer friend.
He just like. We'll be back same time next month for 20 gold overdue. If the other payment that this. If the regular payment doesn't come through, we'll be back same time next month to collect on that as well. You have a wonderful rest of your harvest. And he like
Don't
turns.
fall down the stairs on your way out.
And at that he like, you know that moment where you like take a step and you step down 2 steps instead of 1, but you were only expecting 1? He's like,
I tried to warn you.
fix your broken stair too. And he like just saunters off.
You would think they should use that money to fix up the place.
Not their problem. It's not a rental. We own it. Fuck.
Steepest property taxes I've heard of.
If you don't have a loan to pay off your house, you still have to pay for it because the government is allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Property taxes are a fucking thing.
Well, that's a problem for future
Songs.
me. Huh.
So
It's not gonna twist it. That's a problem for Allie.
So the
because
normal-
money comes
yeah.
from Allie.
So the normal, it's like where they got 100 was that it's like 50, and then like if 50 isn't paid overdue, like hikes it, like you get the picture.
Yeah.
Inconvenience dealt with. You guys are in the just chatting category. Oh no, I think
For
I can fix that.
clarification, Allie has $0 right now because we didn't make any money in hell, so Allie couldn't pay it even if they wanted to.
Oh no.
Goodness.
There
We
we
gotta
go.
find some little bit of work to get stuff.
All right, I have changed.
Um,
We have a hydrate and a stretch from Brett. How you doing, Brett?
Brett.
I tried to check the Twitch chat. I've been so engrossed with everything. Hi.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
gonna grab
checked
my
your
water
either.
from the
I
other
should probably
room.
get that open.
Oh, hi, Cat. Great. You're coming with me.
Okay, cut back to the table. Burk. You
Yeah.
feel your father stirring in the seat next to you. As if he's like, kind of saw what happened and is feeling like he wants to say something, but he doesn't know if he should. And then he realizes that he probably shouldn't, because it would be relevant to present company, but you feel that stir. Songs just looks and is just like,
If I notice that he was about to say something, I'll just like quietly say to him, "Speak your mind if you want to." Just
mouth is then like,
say if he wants to.
Malthus then like looks up to Oron, still flabbergasted by the counterspell that saved him from pooping somewhere. Is like, is it because you didn't know or because you didn't care? And Oron looks at Malthus. This music is loud. I need to turn it down.
Yeah.
It's almost as down as far as it can go. There we go. Okay, that's better. So Malthus looks up at him and goes, "Is it because you didn't know or because you didn't care?" Oron looks down at Malthus and then looks across to Songs, looks down to Malthus again and goes, "I can assure you, if I had known, I would have done something sooner." And Malthus doesn't seem satisfied by that answer, but doesn't know how to follow up on such a vague answer. So what else? If someone wants to make an insight on that, they can.
Yeah. I'll try. A 13?
13?
14.
14. You can tell that the same reason that he's surprised he didn't get poofed away has something to do with why he didn't know for so long. Going back to your Arcana, that electrical buzzing is normally something you feel before one of your wild magic surges hits. Which is odd because you didn't have like an air of the wild magic, like you didn't have that sense until like the moment before he was about to be taken away. So that's even stranger, but it would make sense if something is interacting with him that would prevent him from knowing. Songs then looks across the table and is like, This didn't end up exactly how I thought it would. I am so sorry, too. And then a couple of people are like, a couple of the other guests, like a couple of her children, like a couple of the fathers are like, food was still fantastic. And like, kind of trying to cut the tension a little bit, you know, like complimenting the food, complimenting the company, you know, getting back into like pleasant chit chat, basically.
Food was very
Oron.
delicious.
Oron kind of stands and like begins to approach the door to the house. The other sister, who is still there at the table, Shadow of the eclipse. Because there's shadow of the eclipse, the one
It's-
shadow of the
It's a cloud which cast shadows and then
cloud
eclipse
that casts
shadow.
shadows. Yeah, eclipse.
So
and
eclipse
shadow.
is the one with the noble
Yes.
circumstances.
Eclipse kind of like stands up and goes after Oron, puts a hand on his shoulder with a very brave demeanor, goes, "Now wouldn't be a good time, I don't feel." Cloud then opens the door as they both stand in front of it. Back to the back. As you kind of make your way through the house again towards the back door again, Cloud opens the door. Eclipse and Oron are now both standing there. Quinlan, Allie, and Cloud all stand opposite him, still inside the house. And there's
Leaving?
a pause. No. No. Not right now. Feel as if you were owed an explanation. All of you, looking at Eclipse, Cloud, and you. I can tell you as much as I know. So, if you... wherever you want to start.
At the beginning, maybe? You know. Maybe not the beginning. I'd rather not. I don't need to hear about,
Going a little past the beginning.
that part.
I stayed with your mother until you were born. Remember that much. Remember seeing your little faces for the first time. And then it starts to get cloudy after that. Fleeting memories of the three of you growing up. Bits and pieces, but always from a distance. As if I was being showed them. I was never there myself. Yes.
Am I close to this at all?
Yes. The door is open, and they are still on the outside as they are still on the inside, like
I'm going to be
A
listening.
literal threshold between them.
literal
so-
threshold.
It would not be weird for me to be able to hear this.
It
I
would not
was
be
the
weird
one
at
that
all.
cast Counterspell, so I was
Yes.
just kind of like, what did I miss? Because it wasn't a holy pit. And he speaks this fogginess and everything. Sundial's got that thing that he wants to do, but he's also kind of like, I need to be on my best behavior. I'm at a friend's house.
Bits and pieces.
We
As
just
if
thought it would
someone
be
was
rude
showing
if
them
you
to me,
left.
but I was never there myself.
Can I see
Oh,
Sundial over his shoulder, like having
You
a look
can.
that he wants to do something?
You can. I mean, he did. I mean, do you look antsy to do something, Sundial?
I rolled a 1 for deception, and so I am like,
Yes!
You are fidgeting in your chair like a schoolboy.
I am like looking, and I'm just like,
I'm just gonna hold my hand up to Orion and just be like, pause. Sundial, are you okay?
well, I just earlier I felt like some kind of man, like I saw an like he seemed like he was uncomfortable with something. I felt kind of arcana. I stopped whatever
This
was going to
situation's
happen.
Uncomfortable.
Well, if it is magic in nature, and if he's got missing memory, that could be magic in nature. I could just try dispelling it. If you're okay with that.
He kind of looks around to you and is like, he looks, turns to you and then looks over his shoulder as if to look at Allie and Cloud, and then looks back to you and is like, if you think it would work.
Okay. Oh. I'm gonna use I want to use my cloak.
Okay. Cloak of Intertwined Fates. This is an item that they got sessions upon sessions
I'm making
ago.
it harder, but I would
Okay.
like to use inspiration points
Right.
to give me like advantage or a plus to like an increase this.
So
like,
an
really
inspiration will
focusing
give you
on
an
doing-
advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so you are going to subtract 5.
Yes, and I have a +8 to this casting.
So basically that turns this into a +3 on
With advantage.
with advantage on Dispel Magic.
Yes.
Okay. Go for
Man
it.
dissolves.
I would like to first make an Arcana check to see if I can determine exactly physically where this is happening the most.
Okay.
So say goodbye to your father.
Dispel Magic and hit Oron as a person just
Okay.
Oof.
Arcana is
Arcana.
a 23.
Did you do Intertwined Fates
checking.
on this as well?
No.
No. Okay, so this is just a 23 Arcana.
I'm not feeling good
There
this week.
there is like a static that surrounds Oron.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little layer of something. But you can't tell what
Okay.
it is. So you
But I
use your
know
Cloak
that
of
there's
Intertwined
something
Fates.
magically actually there.
Yeah, there
Okay.
is
You
something
see the
there.
stars kind of like move a bit,
Uh-huh.
and such as 5 of them like shimmer.
Yeah,
and stuff
that
like,
wasn't
doo, doo,
there
doo.
So you
before.
As it
subtract
gives me-
5.
Yes.
And this is 1 charge. On Dispel Magic. With advantage, with an inspiration. 2 1s. No, I'm kidding.
Wild. Allie really needs something from this because magic is not a good excuse to them.
Okay. So,
Such a cop out. It's gone because magic. Mhm. All these people in
Hope
the
this
world
is
can
enough.
control magic.
I hope this is enough.
Okay. Oh, God.
Because I wanted to get like a little bit above this, but I got 2 17s.
2 17s on your die, so you get a dirty
Yes.
20.
Yes, I got a dirty 20 on this. A nasty 20. Something that would originally be a 25.
A song's 20.
Right. Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
Rose.
Okay.
A Nikes with Velcro instead of laces.
Oh
20.
no.
A New Balance instead of a Nike.
Jordans with a
Jordans with a Heisman pose.
yeah.
Okay.
It's unoiled Doc Martens.
Oh no.
Unoiled Doc Martens.
With a
Wow,
cracked
how
open-
many references that the audience is gonna miss today? All right. On a 20 of Intertwined Fates, you feel your magic interacting with this static. And you feel the static aligning and forming a clear picture. And then as it does, the aura around him fades. And Oron kind of like went from this like oppressively down expression and like to just like he like straightens himself out and he breathes in and he's like,
Don't hit your head on the roof. The ceiling.
huh?
The ceiling. He's tall. He's really tall.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
he
don't hit your
when
head
he
on-
straightens out, he gets just about taller than you, Allie. Whereas you were like kind of eye to eye. And then he just like, I don't know how much longer this is going to last me. You have to find her. find where she is, and you have to get this hex off of me. She torments me. She takes me away from everything. You...
Ooh.
She goes by so many names. The one that she uses with me... The one that she uses with me is Mother Time. But... She travels... She travels all around. But the place that she keeps me is on the top of the Platinum Pike. Go there. See to it that it's taken away. I've been trying to remember. Finally had a breakthrough, and that's why I came. Her influence still beguiles me, Allie. And he, like, you feel like, Sundial, you feel the static coming back. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't gonna last much longer. And also, you may have pissed her off.
Fuck it, I got 2 god friends. Let's go.
Good check, Quinlan. Wrong spelling. Thyme. Time. Like the spice.
You can never
There
have
is
enough
no
time in your meal.
there is no known religious affiliation or god or goddess that calls herself Mother Time in that way. You do know that the twinge of it is very coven-esque. Either a witch of the occult or a hag of some kind would use such a name. You're muted.
Give me 1 second.
Was that a new
Is
head?
she ugly or is she pretty?
With a 17, you don't know.
Well, that would also be me asking, like,
Oh.
is she ugly?
Oh, out loud to him. He's like... She was one of the most beautiful things I saw when I met her.
Which?
I have a big brain play that I could do here.
Oh boy, okay.
And I want to know if other people think that this would work. Because it prevents ethereal travel. I could wall of force him.
Wall of force?
I could make I could put a wall of force around him and it prevents ethereal travel. Which means that he wouldn't teleport away.
Oh,
and it
sorry,
could
no.
stop
The static coming
statics.
back. The static coming back is not. Oh, she's trying to grab him
Okay.
again. The static coming back is just
Oh.
her influence on him is coming back.
Okay,
Right.
then.
I love the
It could-
idea. Love the
no, I
idea.
don't. Damn.
Too much for the situation. But I love the idea.
Okay.
So you were tricked
Right,
by a woman's beauty and now you're trapped in a curse and you want your bastard child to solve that for you?
He stands there stunned and says, wow, shit.
Because like while that like Quinlan was doing those things, Allie's like processing, and they go through like all the stages. You're like, there's a person asking for help. This man is my father. My mother might have loved him at one point, but I don't know this man. Why is he asking me, someone he abandoned, for whatever reason, for help? And now
you
Allie's just
feel
pissed.
as
Went
if
through all the stages to anger.
You feel as if where he's coming from with this, like, this clarity would have been directed at either one of, like, any one of you three of, like,
question
your
still
little
stands,
triplicate of your triplicate of sisters, but like, this stands as what he was saying before the dispel magic was like whatever was holding him, he tried to know you. but whatever was keeping him kept him too fast, kept him too far. Almost as if he found her after y'all were born, and this is when this started happening.
We gotta go fight a bitch named Mother Time. That's a dad's position.
But
No.
still in character. Can you repeat what you said? Just so I just
I
like
said, I said fuck the exact, I don't know the exact phrase I have. I said so you ran
you
away.
fell for a
with
woman's
woman.
wiles.
Oh,
You fell for a woman's
oh.
wiles, and you're trapped in a curse, and you want your bastard daughter to go to save you.
your bastard child to come and
Your
save
bastard
you.
child
Yeah.
to come and save you again. And he like was like holding on to you, and just like let's go, and it's just like. Yes, I expected more. And then, like,
Well, that's what you get for having expectations of someone you barely know. But I don't like to abandon people. So if you're asking for my help,
torn away from you. My mind found you a long time ago.
you see, the thing about parents is they're selfish. If you either engaged with my mother before you were cursed and then became cursed by a woman that you claim to be beautiful, I'm assuming more beautiful than my mother, or you were already cursed and chose to engage with my mother. Parents are selfish. But I will help you because I'm not. So I suppose when I have the time, I'll make my way to the Platinum Peaks to find this time that you speak of. But I owe you nothing.
Sorry. And then like you feel this like static returning, like all of you who were less in tune with magic than someone who made the Arcana check feel the static like return, and the look you see kind of like a tear like well and then like whoop, and then like disappear as he goes back to like stone face visage. And Malthus kind of like looks at him like hand in front of face. Wow, that's some strong influence. Hell, I didn't even see anything like that when I was down in hell. Whatever this is serious.
Seems so.
And then looks over to you, Allie, like, I've never seen someone be that honest. And to someone in that way. You didn't have to help him. You still don't have to.
You can learn a lot about your children from who their friends are.
Clearly, and looks back over to you, Burk.
Dessert. We had dessert on the right. I'll go grab it. And Allie turns around and goes back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Rum.
Rum. I believe there
Running
was.
away
It was.
again.
I believe there was something like rum raisin cake.
Probably. They were supposed to bring it out at the end of last session, but they never did.
Oh no, we're just in the other room. They've brought it.
Oh. We went through that whole thing, and there's a very good chance that an ad ran in the middle of it.
Whatever.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Nice.
Subscribe.
It still records for the VOD though with the
Yeah,
the noise.
if you missed any of that really dramatic speech,
Right.
go check out the VOD on YouTube.
Holly was kind of a cold-hearted bitch, so
Yeah,
you
so
wouldn't
that
want to
was-
see that.
Th-
Yeah.
First of all, point of inspiration for one of the coldest things a PC has ever done to an NPC. Like,
So
period. Like,
Speaking the truth, that was a line. Oh my goodness.
Right?
and
That
with
was
everything that had
horrible.
happened up to that point, completely justifiable.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, oh shit, they're not gonna go on this side quest that I had for them. Oh well, pop that
No, I'll
down
go
the
on the
pipe.
side
And,
quest. But he needs to know I'm not
Well-
doing it for him. I'm doing it because I'm a good
So,
person.
yeah.
Fuck him.
Now.
Not saving him because he's your father, just saving him because he's still a person that needs help.
Mhm.
Sometimes you gotta save the dipshits from themselves.
What is with us meeting so many? Like, we're gonna meet so many gods in this campaign for some stupid reason.
this is not a god.
What is
This
with?
is a
Or
it's
minor
not a god.
deity.
hmm?
The only difference between a god and a deity is how many people believe in them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just like we're dealing with deities. What the fuck is wrong with all you guys? Sundial has no problems. All of his
That
things
we
are-
know of.
Right.
Right.
Also, you have no
We're
reason to
probably
believe
gonna
that this is
stumble
a deity at
across
all.
it.
You also have no idea. You also have no reason to believe this is a deity at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
With this being a witch, this is probably just some kind of tie to the
Song or
Feywild.
dot time.
Oh no.
She says bark, he says for how long?
Yeah. Seems so.
I don't know what marker went. Allie brings out the dessert.
Cloud and
Sometimes.
Eclipse, having heard this speech
Mhm.
at the
Oh,
same
it's
time,
rather-
as you,
They were there.
You.
look,
Burke's just
are
gonna help
looking.
you.
Cloud
Grab
and
the
Eclipse. Cloud and Eclipse are both looking at you, Allie.
I don't think they've ever seen Allie feast cold like that, because that's definitely a trait they picked up on the road.
No, that's a new one for them. As they look at you and they're like,
influence.
"Aren't you the one who believes in the foretelling and the like the crossing of paths and fates?" And that seemed like an awfully harsh thing to say to him. Cloud says, and then Eclipse follows up with, "I mean, even if it is a poor excuse."
The fates are cruel. I have every right to be as well.
Cloud Eclipse
Are you going to go rescue him? He didn't ask you, but he could have asked any of us. Cloud, you could just take a vacation from your guard duty and go wander up to Platinum Peaks. You're probably more suited for it than I am. And Eclipse, I'm sure you have all the free time in the world. But I didn't hear either of you offering.
Cloud, like... I'm kind of torn
Allie's
between...
got like a smirk on, like.
I'm kind of torn between the cliche of, like, Cloud has, like, kind of looks and, like, scratches the back of their head, like, I kind of still have my officer's fulfillments to finish.
Mm-hmm. Eclipse?
She looks, like, down upon you, just looking into your eyes as if, like, seemed like it was more meant for you than it was for us.
Mm. So maybe don't judge how I go about the things I need to do. I certainly don't judge your lives. In fact, I'm very proud of both of you.
Cloud is like, "Aw." Eclipse is like, "Hmm."
I'm eating dessert while I say this.
Rum raisin. A little too much rum.
She always does.
Well,
Kind of looks to you like, Oron, still standing there.
We're just talking around him.
Yeah, pretty much. Looks to like the three of you, and is like, I'm so sorry. I lost a little bit of time there. Where were we?
You were about to have some of this delicious rum cake that Mom made.
And he like, delicious. And he like, like a whole piece in mouth. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, he's
he's
like,
a
"Where did you get my
Goliath.
eating
He's,
habits
he's a
from,
Goliath.
man?"
The piece takes up like the palm of his hand. The piece takes up the palm of his hand, and eating it takes up like one swift move. Yeah, pretty much.
Just the
So,
And all I can see is Willow and Quinlan holding it, and it's like massive in comparison. And then just to see him just go, oh,
yeah. Just like whole like heaping handful, just huh? So,
oh my god.
as you all finish off your dessert,
Mhm.
Oron kind of like, you see that his explanation was leaning towards that the revelation at this party is that he only just remembers who you and Eclipse and Cloud are. And he was trying to explain himself. Sundial brought him out of, like, witch's stupor, to which he felt he could speak freely because he didn't hear voices, like, telling him not to say certain things. But now that he's back in that witch's stupor, it's like the same voices, like the same look on his face, like just pawning through. And whatever explanation was owed has been dealt with in a very cold, calculated way. So, as the meal comes to an end, Songs looks around the table and is like, I just wanted to thank all of you again for coming to this lovely meal. It doesn't feel the same if I don't have everybody here to enjoy it. And I'm so glad that all of you could make it today. I would extend an invitation to some of you to stick around if you need your bearings, but the house is still a little tight, so wouldn't be very comfortable unless you had some way of comfortably sleeping in the yard or otherwise. If you have your things to get back to, then yeah, absolutely, please do. But know that you have a home here whenever you come around again. You have all been lovely to the party in general. You guys, the fathers and everything are kind of dispersed, and they leave one by one. And she just is like, "Thank you. I see. Thank you for stopping by. The house of songs is always open for you."
So, if we're sticking around a little bit, Sundial is gonna I just sent Dippy a long list of the things that Sundial is gonna do for the next little bit. While we're gone, because I'm gonna leave early. Hi guys, stream. So do with that as you will. I have high charisma. I can talk things out, and I have those things. And I feel like if you need me to roll anything, let me know. But
Sure.
I'm gonna get going, guys.
All right, Sundial, it was very good to see you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for helping with the father trauma.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, what are best friends
For
for?
real.
Hey,
We're ready
best
to kick
friends
his
for?
ass. So,
all right, bye-bye.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
fun.
I will. All right, stick around. Ah, damn. I can't rejoin the meeting on my phone because the host, as the host, I removed them rather than leaving. Can someone else join with an MIA very quickly?
To my phone. Oh no.
My apologies. So as the layout is a little broken here for a second.
I will join. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, let me double check here. We still have like 47 minutes. We're fine. Brett was like,
Oh, there's a secret? I forgot it's a secret. Okay.
so,
Should be in just a second.
as you all kind of come to a close, Sundial will have a small conversation off to the side. And then, there we go. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Let me see where I have to put you there. Yep, perfect. There we go. All right, so you disperse out into the promenade of, and actually turning around and looking out at the rest of the borough that you find yourselves in. It is kind of a mixture between the urban sprawl, like extending out from the center of New York City, and also the outskirts of New York City bleeding in. Like, there is a little bit of just the natural landscape of just like sandy, dusty, like trash kind of on the outskirts and in the distance, and also a little bit of natural, like, water flowing nearby, and like mixed in with, again, urban sprawl, like fences, artificially placed slash planted slash not really alive trees, like, and for the first time in a while, like, green turf, but in the way that it's literally like plastic turf. Like, it's not grass at all. It's fake. Kind of in the same way that like the baseball field had turf, you know, just fake turf.
Gross.
Yeah.
Got too bright of green.
Yeah, it's like the green, it's like this green on my background image, like too green, you know.
Getting Lorax vibes.
The
The green. The
Lorax
green
vibes.
crowd.
Yeah. Just the painted on the concrete. Yeah, in fact, it would probably be better if it was just green painted on concrete.
Because then you don't get that nasty foot feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm barefoot. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, retroactive green concrete paint. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
You've saved our imaginary
imaginary discomfort.
world from, the sensory ick.
So, let's see. Looking at what Sundial wanted to do. Okay. All right. Sundial will say, I have like an important thing I'm gonna do. I will be back at the boat. I'll catch up. And like, he will.
Voice is perfect.
He will go off. Yeah. He will.
Go off.
He'll just kind of like slurp away.
Squelching out the door.
Squelching out the door. And he will do the things that he wanted to do. We may or may not catch up with him in the next episode and see if we can get those things done. In the meantime, the now 4 of you find yourselves in the slummy borough of Newark City. Lots of houses, lots of like kind of what you just left from. 2-block, like 2-story, 2-bedroom houses, little tenement buildings designed for like a family of 3 or 4 maybe. And you just came from one that housed a family of 10. There are very similar situations surrounding that house of just like, you see another one of these family homes with 1 orc on the balcony, 1 orc on the balcony, 1 orc on the front porch, 1 orc in the backyard, 2 orcs hanging out of side windows, like playing after their harvest feast. You know, lots of similar situations. And the rest of the day kind of falls to you. You can make your way back to the cart. You can make your way back to another borough of the city. If you wanted to get back to the boat, you would be traveling deeper into the city to get back to the borough that you parked the boat in the underground, which is somewhere in the notes of the old chat. I don't remember. It's in the notes of my spreadsheet. I will open my spreadsheet. Farragon Master Sheet. There it is. I believe that was in Riverside, Rivaside, Riverside. Next to Center and Hollows. So you find yourselves with an afternoon, unless you wanted to stick around with your mother. But and Oron simply walks like out. Kind of like walks out the front door after like the closing of like the sending off of the party. Oron just looks, gives a hug to Cloud, gives a hug to Eclipse. Eclipse kind of like just kind of like reciprocates, but like reciprocates. Cloud is like begrudgingly, yes, and then turns to you and feels conflicted. Huh?
I will.
Handshake.
I was just like,
Doesn't even offer a physical gesture until you speak.
I'll see you around. And I like go to hug, and then I put my hand out instead.
He reciprocates the handshake.
I hope you stay healthy in the meantime.
I do what I can. Whether or not I am around, I do not know. Oh God, frozen again.
Can I do a thing? When I shake his hand, can I do a thing?
Can you do a thing? Can you do a thing?
Can I do a
yeah,
thing?
you can try to do a thing. You can try to do a thing.
Can I roll a medicine check to see if there's anything off with his pulse when I shake his hands? I only
Okay.
rolled a 9, so I guess that wouldn't do much. It'd be a 10 with a
9?
+1. So it's a 10 with a
10?
+1, so probably nothing. It's not my strong suit.
You feel
I was trying to see if he had like residual like
Right.
a speedy pulse or anything, like he knew that he was under the influence of some kind of magic or like subconsciously.
When he grabbed your shoulders in his panic of freedom from whatever it was, his hands were pretty warm. His hand is ice cold now, and it's almost as if blood is not going to his hand. You don't feel anything in this handshake like a humanoid feeling. Almost undead.
I like look deep into his eyes. Like I'm like giving him a stare and I'm just like, we'll see each other sooner than you think. And I'm trying to impose, if there's anyone watching through his eyes, a threat.
I like
Warning.
the way you think. That wasn't him, that was me.
I love that.
And you see... Make a perception check. You have a pretty high perception.
I
Make
got
a perception
passive
check. Yeah.
25.
I know you have a
Do I need to
passive
make
25.
it?
Take that plus 15. Take that plus
it's a plus
15 and make
10.
it... Oh, right, because you have observant.
So I got a 30. Got
30?
a natural 20 plus 10. Oh, it's like the highest I can roll on my die.
Staring into the depths of his eyes, you see a shadow in the back of his eyeballs shift and a glint, and then it like dissipates back into the darkness of his brain. On a 30.
My message was received.
And then
Love
and then Oron looks to you and just goes, like, in the moment that recedes into the darkness, you hear him go, and then it like, you see it kind of like come back. Just like, like, can't leave you on your own for too long. Type deal. So, that is where you stand. And then he leaves. Just walking down the road. You see the natural flowing water gives way to a pedestrian bridge that like crosses over the water and like starts to enter into a more like cityfication, a more urban area of the city.
Urbanization?
A more urbanized portion of the city. Like you would be entering into a new borough very shortly after crossing this pedestrian bridge. Songs would then come out to you as Sundial wanders off. And Songs go, like, looks at you, Allie, and is like, I think I was most proud to see you come back, Allie. Taking time from your long adventures, bringing friends with you. I don't know what compelled me to invite him, but something did. And one way or another, I feel as if that was meant to happen in some way. You didn't have anything to do with that, did you?
I see fate, I don't control it.
Right, of course.
You're pretty good at it though.
No.
And I'm just gonna like give her, squeeze her in a aggressive hug.
Yeah. She reciprocates back just like real strong. She's just like, it's funny, of everybody that I invited, you and him were the ones I expected to show up the least. And yet you both did. Strange.
Maybe I take after him more than I would like to admit. I'll work on that.
Ooh, subtle dig. And she just goes like, your friend, the slimy one,
The sundial.
he was talking to me about, like, trying to find a better place for us to live. Is that... Are you privy to that at all, or...? He literally... One of the first things on his list. Talk to Allie's mom about their space. Being kind. To make... if they're interested in moving and getting a bigger place outside of the city.
Well, I haven't spoken to Sundial. I do know that he owns some land, and he is often generously impulsive. Do you want to not live in the city anymore?
What I do in the city is enough to keep me here, but if I wasn't beholden to it, I wouldn't be against it. I have been thinking a lot recently about cutting ties with the promenades and speakeasies that I've been regularly visiting, and with all the kids and you and Eclipse and Cloud doing you all doing your better things, like, I just don't have the heart to tell them. They treat me so well. But if that's something that your friend can follow up on, maybe I'd be willing to uproot.
I'll talk to him and I'll let you know. I think it would be good for the little ones to get a new environment. As I look around,
you didn't think that the person you were having a
Yeah.
conversation with would immediately talk to their daughter, Sundial? This is a conversation for another episode. Anyway.
You thought they would make that decision without the person who pays their bills?
Yeah.
Wild, Sundial.
Keep in mind, a majority of the money for the property taxes comes from you, but she does make her own money.
Yeah, she does make her own money.
Without your monetary help, she wouldn't be able to afford, like, luxuries.
Yeah.
But she would be able to stay where she is barely.
Right. She was surviving. She was surviving before Allie was an adult. But
yeah. So, again, yeah, a conversation for another episode. The other two things will be things that will catch up a different episode. It's simple enough, and I have my ideas for it. But in the meantime, with that out of the way, now you find yourselves with the rest of the day. It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like 2:30 in the afternoon. The sun is still pretty high up in the sky, starting to sink into the horizon. And the sky itself is a pretty clear, iridescent green, as it normally is. Excuse me. You do have your boat to get back to. You have a thing now in the backlog for you to go about when you have more time later. You have the big thing to focus on if you have the time to do it.
Yep.
Do you guys know the little pink monster from Monsters University that they're like, God, we need to get you a bell? You feel Malthus's breath on your shoulder, Burk, as he goes, you know, he just kind of shows up. I just forget about him, and he shows up again, like, as it just happens.
Yeah.
Classic NPC.
I don't. I'm not sure how we go about this now. You have your own things to do, obviously. Were you anticipating that I would come along with you? Because I can if you want, but...
At least until we make our way towards Petal, I would think.
Right, of course, yeah.
Which might be sooner than thought. I don't know. We kind of just have to figure it out.
Yeah, of course. I'm willing to help. Willing to stick around. I don't want to give up on you now. I mean, you saved me. It would be pretty shitty if I did.
He just doesn't see the look the bird just does right in front, just like, oh, uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Do you know where your
No.
mother is?
Last I knew, in Petal. In Woodruff Stone.
Right. Deep breathing.
He's back there just like, it's not your fault. You don't have the right to reap into this man. Not your space, not your place. Not your space, not your
Be
place.
nice to him.
Already
Be
dealt with
nice to
one,
him.
father.
I was gonna say, you take a break. I'll deal with him right now.
Tagging out. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll be there soon enough, Dad.
Of course.
As for now, you get to see what I do.
Nothing would make me happier.
So, Dippy,
So
I have this ring still. I have this ring of proposal
okay,
since the first episode I was in.
you have this ring of
He's
ring of vows.
contacted us.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember where it was supposed to be.
Do you have your sending stone on you?
It was supposed to be in 3. Yes, I do. It was supposed to be in like 3 or 4 days from the day that he called.
It's been
And I
about
think-
5. Do you want to contact Chinsador?
Yes, I would like to.
All right.
Because I would like to get my reward for finding this
As you
thing
like
and then split it out. Yeah.
just the ley lines going out, and you hear like the pickup of like, I'm a little, I'm on my patrol. Who is this?
Chinsador. We talked a few days back about your ring. that I
You.
Okay, listen. Stuff
Okay.
happened.
Do you stuff? Okay.
I have the ring. Stuff happened. Sorry for not meeting you. Are you still in?
All right. I'm on my patrol. Where are you in New Urk City?
Yes.
Where are you in New Urk City?
Hey, Allie. Where are we at right now? Burk
Just
does not
comes to
know
mind.
this place.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, Allie. You're muted.
I believe the original name you gave me was the Hollows.
Oh, did I say that y'all were in the Hollows?
I think it was the Hollows. The
Okay, you
slums part of
are in the Hollows. Yeah, you are in the Hollows. Sorry.
we're in the Hollows district.
All right. We're in the Hollows district right now.
Excellent. I'm gonna be over there in like 2 hours. Unless do you want if you want to meet in the middle somewhere, find your way over to Riverside. Or you can just stay there. Or, you know what? Come to Riverside. I will tell my post that I need to stay there for detail of some kind.
Okay. Yeah, I could head to Riverside.
Perfect.
Can
Thank
do.
you. Okay. Whew. He's gonna be happy that I found this. All right. Cheers.
You're
and just
looking for red tiefling.
I know
You'll
what
see me.
I know what the rest of you look like as well. I mean, I assume you're still with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Meeting this guy?
Huh?
I don't remember meeting this guy.
Chinsador? He was the
Yeah.
guard in Agots when you.
That was Udon.
Udon.
It was so long ago.
It was a very long time ago.
I thought it was Udon.
What episode was that? I can check my notes. Do you remember what episode it is?
That was
Wait.
the second episode I was in.
Which
'Cause
was.
we might not have met this one.
like.
24?
Oh yeah.
Wait, when did I join? I think it was like 23 when I joined.
Double checking.
I think it was 22 that we met you. Okay, who am I looking for?
Chinsador.
Chinsador.
Looking for a Chinsador.
Should really turn these to digital so I can just hit the
I
find button.
think it was Udon who we talked to, but then when we were looking for the one guy's sending stone, I found the ring.
Finds a ring of vows. Kinsador, so like fucking Q. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Q.
Chinsador. Quinxidor. Fucking incredible name. I loved coming up with that name.
Pain.
It doesn't look like we met them.
I think
I
it
think
was
we
a
have the
guard named
name.
Over the
Udon we
phone.
talked to.
Yeah, we spoke to them over the phone.
Yeah.
Did meet a guard named Udon.
Yeah,
the
Udon
tunnels
is who we
below
talked to with
Squag.
the thing.
Take a trip to Tinker's Trinkets. Where did you come in? You came
'Cause
in
it was-
after they got back from the place.
Yeah.
Learning the tough way, that's where you
Yes,
came
learning
in.
the tough way because
Okay, so no, you
Quinlan
didn't
wanted
meet
to
Chinsador.
spar.
You didn't meet Chinsador, that's right. So you say
He just
looking for a
randomly
red tiefling.
called.
You say looking for a red tiefling and you're just like, and he replies, "Gotcha. Thanks for that. I only remember the other ones. Thank you." And like click. He's like
Yeah.
done with the like the awkward not guard but not guard conversation part. So he
So we're gonna meet in Riverside, or
Would
it'll
you
be
know-
2 hours till he gets here.
Oh, that's not far from here. We can head that way if you
yeah,
want.
Riverside is
What
about
do
an
we
hour's
look like?
walk.
Diamond Rio?
Huh?
What do we look like? Diamond Rio?
I mean,
So as we're walking there, I will be right back.
this person
It'll
has
be
been
quick.
without their ring of vows like for a while now. For a long time. For a few weeks.
Just a few, you know, it's fine.
Shouldn't have lost it.
In fact,
He shouldn't have lost it.
as we're walking, Allie is just gonna like casually thank people for visiting their home. Like, thanks for seeing my house and being nice to my family. I know they can be a lot sometimes, more so this time than usual. But Willow, Quinlan, Burk, thanks for visiting.
Just remember, I'm always around if he needs his ass kicked.
Oh, he can get his ass kicked someday.
I'll hold him.
Thanks.
You
Oh,
claw him.
lovely
I hold him.
You got to know when to hold him.
If he dies, I bring him back to life.
Oh god. This is turning into a torture party so
I'm
fast.
not sure. I don't know if
to.
I'm ready to
And
kill
then we can just put a
the
collar
sperm
on him
donor,
and
but
walk him
maybe.
around
Oh,
like the
that's
dog he is.
conversation.
Burk, I was thanking you. Allie was thanking you for visiting their home and being kind to their family and apologizing that they were chaotic more than usual.
And Willow and Quinlan are just casually
It-
threatening to end the man's life for
It's-
upsetting Allie.
Pretty much.
It was a nice environment, honestly, with the energy, with everything.
Thanks.
Though my ankle hurts just a little bit.
Yeah, sorry
that
about
fight.
that. I can hear,
You
and I'm
look
just
down.
gonna
You look
cast.
down.
No,
It's
no, no,
you
no,
look
no,
down
no,
at your
no.
ankle. It's like gangrenous and infected. No.
That was one hit point.
I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on it. Like, sorry.
That's some fast
Uh,
Fine. Just like a paper cut. It's fine.
Take a gain 6 HP if you lost that much. I don't think you did, but if you did,
There you go. There you go.
That's why I was like, no, it's fine.
It's fine. And then the bite just kind of like it fixes
yeah,
itself.
they'll be good protectors for the family someday.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
So, as you start to head over to Riverside, you notice that the walkway along this Urk River kind of like just continues along the boundary way of the boroughs of the city. And you realize if you continue following this river, you will end up at the river where you entered with the boat, and you will end up in the underground waterways where you parked the boat. So after an hour's walk and nothing eventful happening,
surprising, considering
need
where
to
we
double
are.
check my random numbers. That might have been one of them. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm just casually pointing out. Yeah, I pickpocketed a guy there and then got thrown into the river. Over there, I actually did a magic trick with my first one of magic skills I ever learned. That was kind of cool. Everyone thought it was fake, but
Impressive.
So many notebooks and shit. I'm trying to find the right one.
Willow, that's a what do they call them? An entombment
Universe.
place? What is that called? I can't remember.
Mausoleum?
There.
Yeah,
Catacombs.
yeah, the mausoleum for
Chinsador
the
Gemsong.
mayor's family.
Oh wait, no. You found the ring in session 25. So you did meet Chinsador. You met him as he was kind of walking along, doing whatever. We'll
They
have to
were
go back to
looking
the
for the
episode.
sending stone.
Yeah, you were looking for
Because the one guy lost
the
it.
calling stone. Yes.
Yeah.
And then along the way, you found a
We
ring.
were looking for Mike Duggins, and we met the guard
Yeah.
Luden, who was looking
Ludon.
for the mayor's
That's
calling
right.
stone.
Right. Okay. So
And we're on
We
the way
found a
up to
ring
Gardens.
for the Cazador guy.
Chinsador.
Yeah,
Cazador.
Chinsador, but we didn't meet. It doesn't say we met him. We said we found his ring.
Right.
We had a suspicious phone call, but I don't
And it
have
was from
anywhere in
Memoriam.
episode 25 where we met him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh shit. I
We
forgot y'all
found
still
the
had-
ring. He made a call, but we
I
never
don't
met
know
him.
if
from
you
my
got
notes.
rid of it, but y'all found a Lyramite piece in that point too. Wow. I really need to keep better notes of this shit. Also, yes, that is a random encounter number.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. Awesome.
Cool. Let me
Oh no.
Well, I
Pull out
totally
my-
also did have.
astonishing book
popcorn.
of random tables.
I hope I don't bomb an alley if I have to roll for a wild surge.
You know, this would be the area to do it if you did.
True. Renovation.
Renovation. Okay.
We
What
newly
level are you
built, at
guys?
least.
You guys are level
10.
10?
Big one.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I
That's
swear
not
to
a good reaction.
I can't make
Don't
this
like
shit
the
up.
giggle.
I can't make this shit up. Burk. As you're walking along, you smell a familiar smell, which is a smell of like brimstone, like
Smell that
fresh
smells smelly?
brimstone. A smelly smell that smells smelly. You smell like the smell of brimstone. You remember when the portal opened up?
Yeah.
It smells like that in this alleyway as you pass by on the broadside.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, how is this gonna work? Hold on, I gotta look up a stat block real quick. Because hold on.
Do I catch it with my passive perception? Do I smell it as well?
I need to see how this encounter is going to work first.
I just left hell like that morning.
Oh, come on. Where are these fuckers gonna be? This is dragons. Hey. Hey.
Wait, you said dragons? Excuse me?
No. What I'm looking for is not
Okay.
a dragon. Oh shit, is it not gonna be here? Is it Talk amongst yourselves if you have to. 50 each. No, it's not there. Maybe.
How do you
under
think
X.
Zog's issue with the boat is going?
Hopefully well.
UV.
I wonder if it has something to do with the dead chicken bodies.
There it is. Okay.
How we create an army.
The dead chickens?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Revive
because you
them.
can. How many can you revive at a time though?
Might only be 2. But that's besides the point.
An army of 2 is better than an army of none,
Exactly.
especially if they can't die.
And yeah,
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, you made friend with the rats.
Okay. What?
So
We
did.
could have we have rats and chicken army.
Okay. What
That is how we
order?
take over the...
What order is the party walking in?
I'm assuming since I know where I'm going, I'm in the front.
I'd
So,
be
1,
right close by, acting as guard.
2, which would put Willow and Burk in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Willow and Burk,
somewhere in between.
I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
Oh shit, wait, you're a fae. Wait. Oh, it's a wisdom saving throw. Let me look at your character sheets real quick. Hold on, let me double check something.
I was gonna say I don't have any stuff with that.
No, you don't
That just
have.
Willow.
You don't have anything there.
God.
Burk, where are you? There you are.
What do you mean?
You know, you don't have anything for it either. Okay, so a wisdom save from each of you, please.
6?
6 total?
I have a
crap.
+1 and I rolled a 5.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, wait a second. We go
I
back to
think
my other
you
book.
stole my shit roll energy.
Did
Oh
you
no,
do-
this is just hell coming back to haunt me. For me,
This
I was
is-
taking my dice curse or something.
Hilarious.
I was supposed to
Hold
die
on.
from that ledge fall. I wasn't supposed to survive. Mapfred wasn't supposed to save me.
Okay. Willow, what did you get?
I got a 22.
22.
That's one of my saves. Like, I'm
Okay.
good at that.
Okay. Wait a minute.
No, this is my bad luck for my other kid. The other campaign of a part of haunting me. I
Okay.
pulled too many cards from the deck.
Okay.
You don't taunt.
Okay. Willow,
Yes.
you feel a male voice telepathically intruding into your mind, and Burk, you feel a female voice telepathically intruding into yours. Actually, no. Swap that. Other way around. Male voice intruding into Burk's mind, female voice intruding into Willow's. And they both say essentially the same thing, paraphrasing. Those are some awfully nice clothes that you're wearing. Would you help a poor soul? Hand them over. Burk, you feel compelled to do so. Willow, you do not. I shit you not. The random encounter that I rolled is so funny. So Burk,
Yeah.
you feel compelled to take off all of the clothes that you are wearing down to your skivvies. And you proceed into
Do I
the
see
alleyway.
this?
You proceed into the alleyway. If you perceive it, I mean, a 25 passive, you would perceive step. Wait a minute, where did Burk go?
Burk whips around. Burk? Willow, where? I'm just sprinting.
Ah!
This is not safe for that. This is not a safe area.
I'm on your
Full tilt.
heels.
I'm gonna go follow Burk.
Okay. As the two of you round the corner, I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, Nikes. All right, don't die, don't die, don't die.
If
I
I'm
got
reading this
a
correctly.
14 plus
Oh,
1,
no.
so it's a
Mm-mm.
15.
No, okay, only one of you. Sorry. What did you get?
I got a 15.
15.
I got a 13.
Okay, you don't need to make one, sorry.
Okay.
Female voice intrudes into your mind. Hi, those are some awfully lovely clothes that you're wearing. Would you help a poor soul and hand them over? Allie, you feel compelled to do so.
Interesting. I can't do anything against this?
The two of you, Quinlan and Willow, in the depths of the alleyway that comes to like a dead end with a fence and like spikes on top of the fence, whatever, see an incubus and a succubus
Father, help. Father, help me.
cowering, not cowering, but like standing in the darkness of the corner from the Game Master's Book of Astonishing Random Tables by Media Lab Books, written by Ben Egloff. Urban Random Encounters, level 5 to 10. The party encounters an incubus and a succubus who try to charm the party out of everything they are wearing.
I mean, I start to unclasp my cloak.
And you...
I'm going to put my hand on your forearm because you're much too tall for that shoulder reach. I'm just a shorty. But it's going to be a, what are you doing?
They said
you
they wanted my
continue-
clothes.
You continue.
They're
you
yours.
You continue to strip your clothes off.
Can I do
Put 'em
something?
back on.
Are you okay? I have to double check here. No, nothing yet. Okay, this process continues.
Allie.
As both of you, Burk and Allie, hear in your minds.
Generous.
Yes, please. We're so cold. and very not fashionable.
How far away are they from us?
15 feet from Burk and Allie, who are in the middle of the alleyway, walking. So if you put your forearm on Allie, they'd be 15 feet away from you as well. They very specifically do not look like they are trying to physically attack any of you. They're just trying to get Allie and Burk out of their clothes.
Allie is half disrobed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Cloak is
Malthus.
off.
Malthus.
Her
Burke's
arm.
already like
I am
all
going
the way
to
up
have
the
the gauntlet piece
Gauntlet dart.
ready to just
Hey,
Just-
Dippy.
ready
Like,
to just fire at them and rip them over.
The incubus.
I would like to.
The incubus and the succubus both kind of put a hand out to you
Release them.
as. What is this commotion for? We're merely trying to get our hands on some attire for the city.
You could
Please.
ask
Oh, we already
politely.
have. Oh, we already have. And you see Burk and Allie in various states of undress.
I am definitely already topless, and I would like to note, because no one's seen me topless yet, that I do not have the feminine breasts going on.
There you go.
I have a very masculine torso.
Yes.
Let
Hey, Dippy.
them.
Hey.
Go.
Willow.
Can I cast a spell at level 5?
You might be able to. What is
Can
it?
I cast Charm Monster?
Whoa!
Reverse psychology!
Wait a minute.
You reap what you sow! Give us your clothes!
Give us all you have.
There's
I
no
take it they're
way.
naked.
There's no
Oh,
way.
yes!
Okay.
Can I give inspiration? Can I give bardic inspiration in my fucking haze, please?
No.
Damn it!
Not possible.
Willow, you do get a +1 to your roll though, because you ate my mom's cooking.
It's a save for them.
Okay, they save.
Yep,
What is
it's
it?
a wisdom save.
A wisdom save. Okay. You got a 14.
And my save is a 15.
Motherfucker. Okay, so Charm Monster works on... At 5th level, it works on how many people?
2.
Fucker. Okay,
Let's go.
sure.
That's why I did level 2.
Hell
5.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Shit.
You... Success... Okay, wait, that means the other one has to roll. Sorry.
A 3?
A 3!
Let's go!
Wait a minute. Am I reading this right?
Let's go!
Deception, insight,
is
perception, persuasion,
amazing.
stealth. No.
Willow
No.
coming in from the sky.
No. Hold on. Ignores the range restriction on telepathy. Change. No. Motherfucker. Okay. Sure. You charm both the incubus and the succubus. What do you have them do? Okay, first of all,
Let's
does
go with-
charming them...
Yes.
Does charming them drop the charm on your party members? I think you have.
Does it require
It doesn't
concentration?
initially.
'Cause if it,
Hold on.
if it requires
Willow would
concentration, then it
just-
would.
Charm is verbal and telepathic commands.
Oh.
If the target
Willow,
successfully
if
saves
it
against the
doesn't break
effect.
concentration, you have control over Burk and Allie.
No, it does not. It does not have concentration. No, it does not require. It
No,
does
but-
not require concentration. So you are still technically the weird part. Okay, so they are charmed by Willow.
Still taking clothes off.
You two are still charmed by them. So
Both.
until they tell you
Halfway
otherwise,
through unlocking my pants. Just,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Burst.
So we have to play telephone.
sliding off now. Yeah.
Pretty much. As they're both
Alright.
just like standing there, and you feel the charm like taking over them. What do you do? What do you what do you what do you do? I was trying to
this
figure
is
out
gonna
how
be
to
good.
I was trying to figure out how this was going to work, and then it fell apart so quick.
I would like you two to lose control over those two, and then I want you guys to go find yourself a church, go in there.
Bath in the holy water.
Now, wait a second.
And
Charm monster.
it's not doing anything harmful to them.
I was about to say.
I'm just having them go into a church.
Okay.
Because
Sit
that's where
down
they
and
can get
pray.
clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They have to go. What is it? Repent for their sins.
This is the third book I've pulled out.
We're making Dippy work.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
E-L.
I mean, he puts us through it so much. Why not return the favor?
Ooh.
Charm.
He tortures us. We torture the back. Let's go.
It's the relationship of DM and player.
Oh yeah. The glorious
Charm
relationship.
monster? What book is Charm monster in? It's not in the player's handbook. Is it in another book? Hold on.
Xanthar's Guide to Everything.
I think
Oh,
it's
it's
in the
Xanathar's.
DM's
Of
guide.
course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's in Xanathar's. Xanathar's is like the second most important D&D book in this system. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's not one that you went to.
This is the fourth book I have pulled out.
Woo!
I will be right back.
And it's page 151.
151.
That's what Durnder says.
Durnder.
Durnder Beyond says.
51. There it is. Attempt to charm a creature. You can see it does so with advantage. If you or your companions are fighting it, if it fails, it's charmed by you until the spell ends, and until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. Charm a creature friendly. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. You could even ask it to like, okay, here's the thing. It's not under command. It's not under like, so they're not automatically going to do what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check against them
Okay, persuasion.
with advantage because you've charmed them. It's, God damn. This is
great.
So the first roll was a 21.
21.
Second roll was a 5. So 21.
21. They kind of like sounds fair enough as you feel the influence drop. Burk and
We can
Mally,
get your clothes there.
you're about 3/4 of the way naked when you come out of your haze. Malthus is like, oh fuck, wait a minute.
I just put my cloak on.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I just rolled a check for Malthus to see whether or not he would fly off the handle at a succubus and an incubus undressing his son.
Oh, that's right.
He got a natural 20, so he keeps his head.
Luckily.
He keeps his head.
Well, I would like to see him go off the handles one time.
Same.
As you see
Missed
the
opportunity.
fire, as you turn and see Malthus's fire like glowing like, and then all of a sudden just like, damn it, another ad ran. I don't know where
Okay.
it ran, but it ran.
They gotta go
It's
look
fine.
at the VOD.
Yeah, they gotta look at the VOD. Go to ANIPOD on YouTube. Anyway, you see Malthus's fire like grow and then shrink as he sees Willow takes control over them. And then all of a sudden he's like, he goes from like stark raving mad to incredibly like intimidated himself that such a small thing was able to charm an incubus and a succubus at the same time. So your command, you said, drop your influence on them, go to the nearest church.
And that's where you'll get your clothes.
That's where you get your. Don't worry. We know the way. And they, like, stand up. No, they have wings. They can fly. They, like, fly up and out of the alley and in, like, a... as the crow flies direction towards a church. In about 58 minutes or so, there's going to be a succubus and an incubus that know that they were charmed by you.
I mean, turnabout is fair play.
At that point, about that time, I'll probably put the belt on so I don't look like me.
There you go. Unbelievable. I thought surely there will be like a combat encounter here.
Nope.
There's gonna be no way to break this charm other than attacking them. No, there was a way.
No.
There was a way.
Counter charm.
Thanks,
Fucking
Counter charm.
beautiful.
Fucking
Allie Uncharmed is just like
charming a fucking succubus and an incubus. Holy fucking shit.
the alleys are dangerous. We should probably stay closer together.
As
Let's do that.
Yeah.
as you're slowly like just kind of re-donning your clothes.
So Burke's like already just like, okay, nope.
Not today.
Like, no.
It's not out today.
As you walk back out of the alley,
If he could be more red, he is more red.
you go from like fire engine red to like crimson red. Like, as you walk out of the alley, Malthus looks at you and is like, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. Looks at Willow and is like, remind me never to piss you off. As he just like continues, and it's just like,
Stick to middle of the street. Stay away from
Couldn't-
alleys.
couldn't make it up if I tried.
Taking notes and I'm
Fucking
taking notes. It's so funny.
Random encounter roll. Okay, random encounter roll in the book. Incubus, succubus, motherfucker. Okay, sure.
Just got out of hell.
We just went over this. So, get back once the clothes are on. You can come back, Brett. So you continue to walk along. You eventually come across a pair of guards. I just had the fucking notebook. Nope, not that one. This one.
Uh-oh.
You see a pair of guards. One that looks familiar to the party members, except you, Burk. And one standing next to them, who looks very similar. Elven, kind of olive complexion. Looks very like the absence of gender, like androgynous. And you see the familiar looking one sees the party walking towards them, and it's just like, there you are, and just like picks up pace, catches up. It's just like, please tell me that you have this ring.
I just reach into my bag of holding and present it to him. Here.
Takes it from you. Thank you. And turns to the other guard and goes, see? I knew where it was. I just couldn't get to them. We kept missing each other. And, like,
Yeah.
walks back over to them. The other one just, like, puts a hand to the face. And it's just like, I'm just happy that you found it. You don't have to justify yourself to me. And Chinsador looks and is like, are you sure? Because like, and then they just like kiss, ring, finger, and then you see like a little magical like aura emanate over them again, as the connected ring of vows takes over its effect, and you see them both look to you and approach and be like, it may have taken a while, but you have found that which makes our bond whole. Thank you ever so much.
Of course.
We don't have much on us to offer you as compensation, but if we can start with this, hands over a baggie, just feels like about 50 gold. And then perhaps once you find your way down to an official station, we can more properly compensate you. Regardless of where that is. We'll keep the favor posted for all Royal Guard, all Honor Guard, Royal Guard outposts to the service that you have done for us today. Many thanks. And then just like hands together, little bow. In
Happy I could
thanks.
finally get it back to you. It's been hectic.
As I'm sure any adventurer's life is. Gives just a little salute to the party and just, best be on our patrol then. Thanks again, and walks beyond, and you now have 50 gold as an initial reward. If you stop by an official station, you will be rewarded more completely.
Alright.
So, continuing the rest of the way, as another hour or so passes, Willow, you feel the concentration on your spell end. And a disturbance in the force. No. Yeah. As you continue,
Teleport to us immediately and beat the shit out of him.
they just teleport like, you asshole! No. That's not how succubi and incubi, they don't have teleportation spells. Their older cousins do. Anyway, as you continue along, nothing else happens. It is just a fret-free walk the rest of the way
To the boat.
to the boat.
To the boat.
Willow, thank you for rescuing us. I would rather not have been naked in the streets of Newark City.
Yeah, that didn't seem like a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Fortunately, we didn't kill him though. They would have been really good puppets.
We could always go back. You did send him to a church. There's only a few churches in the area.
Yeah. But let's just leave him. Don't want to deal
Fair enough.
with those.
Somewhere off in a distant corner of Newark City, there is a barrage of guards dealing with a now very angry succubus and incubus in a church.
Poor Malthus overhearing that. Like, you get to learn more about this.
So,
And I'd rather not be sent back to hell.
as we come to a fairly, I think this is a fairly fine stopping point, don't you?
Cool.
I would agree.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it here. A nice little episode to come back on family issues. How about them? And a random encounter will always be more exciting than not.
Yes, that's true.
So, tune in 2 weeks from today, either 2 or 3 weeks from today, either on the 27th or on the 3rd, when we will come back with another exciting episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition. As always, I've been your DM, Dippy. These have been my lovely players, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Your adventure matters, and roll for initiative. Bye-bye!